Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be showing you how to Demo Knight, so let's get into it. Now there are three things we're going to be covering in this video: what weapon to use, what shield to use, and how to play Demo Knight. So let's get into it. Now first we are going to see which sword to use, and there's quite a few of them. But if you're just starting out, I would recommend using the Iylander, because of its reliable damage and simple stats. Having increased range, a slower deploy and holster time, no random critical hits, a minus 25% max health, and increased speed and health on every enemy you kill, which can make your health get up to 235 and make you faster than a scout. And you only need to get 4 heads. Now let's see what shield you should pair with this weapon. Now there are 3 Demo Man shields: the Charge and Targe, the Splendid Screen, and the Tide Turner. And the one you want to pick is the Splendid Screen, due to its increased shield bash damage, allowing you to do 85 damage, building up to 185 damage if you're using the Iylander. And if you get a crit with the Iylander, you could one-shot every class except for an overhealed heavy. And there's also a faster recharge time. And there is also a 20% fire and explosive damage resistance. Now we need to see how the shield functions. Now when you're charging and there's a wall, if you go at it at a certain angle, then you will continue charging. And this is quite helpful. You can also do this on ramps and hills, and this is what we call trimping. And basically what that is surfing off a ramp, and you can gain some incredible speeds with trimping. But if you need to know any more about that, then watch my trimping tutorial. Now, some people think you can't do this with the other shields. However, you can still do it, but it's not as effective as it would be if you use the Tide Turner. There is also a trick to getting further distances when charging, and to do it you want to jump and crouch when you are charging. The sword also tells you if you're going to be doing mini crits or normal crits. Green is normal damage, yellow is mini crits, and red is normal crits. And before we get into how to kill all the classes, we need to know how much damage this weapon is going to be doing to the classes. Any Demo Knight sword, except for the Scotsman Skullcutter, will two-shot a sniper, scout, spy, and engineer, unless they have an item that gives them extra health. 3 will kill a medic, demo, and pyro. 4 kills a soldier, and 6 kills a heavy. It's also important to stay on high ground so that you can see all your enemies and you can surprise attack them. And it's also important to note that you can go up and down when you're charging underwater. Now it's time to see how it works in combat and how to counter all the different classes. For Scout, you always want to close the distance with them, because if they get distance, then they can do a lot of damage to you. And try to always keep your crosshair on them, because you can kill them in 2 hits. Now for Pyro, he's quite tricky because of his air blast. He will just air blast you away, but what you want to do is you want to hug up against a wall so his air blast isn't that effective. And this will help keep them in melee range, and try to use your charge when you approach them. Now Soldier is also one of your counters, because you need to get 4 hits on them, and by the time you've gotten 4 hits, their rockets would have already killed you, because they not only do a lot of damage, but they blow you into the air. But if you're in a situation where you have to fight them, try and close the distance. And for Demo Knight, if he's using the grenade launcher, you kind of want to close the distance, and this also works for the same if he's using the sticky bomb launcher. He's quite an easy target to kill. And when fighting a Demo Knight, you want to move around a lot. You want to step backwards and forward. When you step forward, you want to hit, and then you want to step backwards to bait out their attack. And usually it only takes 3 hits to kill them. And for heavies, you usually want to approach them by charging, because they do so much damage and they take 6 hits to kill. So if you hit a crit, then you only have to hit them 2 times after you've hit that crit. However, if he has the Natasha minigun, I would recommend staying away because of the knockback it does. And for engineers, you want to kill them when they are away from their sentry nest, and charge for the kill. And for snipers, they are actually quite easy. You just want to dodge and close the distance with them. And for the medic, you want to go behind them and pick them off slowly. And if there's too many enemies around them, I would recommend retreating. And lastly, spies. If they try to stair stab you, slow down and always keep your crosshair on them so they can't backstab you. And also try to make wide turns around corners to avoid matadors. So I hope you guys learned how to play Demo Knight and how to counter all the different classes. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.